Okay, 1 second. I should close a few things. Okay, oh my gosh, are we live?
We are.
I think we are. Hello, everyone. So excited to be here today with my buddies in the network marketing world. We're really excited today to chat with you about network marketing and how profitable it can really be and how it can really supplement an income and way more than you think. There's a lot of people that are, in network marketing. Network marketing seems to be one of those things that, a lot of people are getting into. A lot of health coaches are even getting into it, and wellness professionals, because it's a great product that you can get, but at the same time make money from it too. But you don't always have to get into the money side of it all. But I don't know about you guys, I like making money, so I say let's go for the money side of it all and use great product too at the same time. So I just want to go through and introduce my friends here. I'll actually let you guys each go through, and introduce yourselves, and talk a little bit about the company you're with and your years of experience. And then I'm going to go into asking you guys some questions. And of course, I want you guys to put questions in the comments also. So, Amy Lee, go ahead. You can go. You can start.
Oh, sure. So my name is Amy Lee Westervelt. I am with a company called Savvy. It was formerly known as Piffany. You guys may know it as that. And originally we were a women's clothing brand with some outliers. And we have recently transitioned to become a company that is focused on experts in many different fields. So we do still have our Piffany brand, but we are looking to add all kinds of experts in various other places. We just started a fit line, which I'm super excited about. It's gorgeous. And for me, a mom of 5 kids under 7, it makes me look like I've never had a child. So I love that. And yeah, so that's kind of, that's our company.
That is definitely a score. That was definitely a score. It doesn't look like you had any kids, and you just had a little one not too long ago, which is so sweet. Awesome. Well, thank you so much for being here. So, Amy, I just realized we got Amy Lee and Amy. So, Amy Murphy, go
Hi,
ahead.
my name is Amy Murphy, and I'm with a company called Monate. I've been with the company for 4 years. I'm a Canadian founder, and our products are anti-aging hair care and skin care. And yeah, we have a range of products. They're all naturally based, no chemicals or toxins, gluten-free, vegan, and yeah, so helps me 40-year-old looking like I'm 20.
That's another score. Lots of scores here. This is awesome. Go ahead, Jenna.
I'm Gianna Short. I live in Southern California and I'm with doTERRA. I've been with doTERRA for 9 years. It's an incredible essential oil that you can use. We also have other products, but I love the essential oils.
I love it. I love it. Essential oils are awesome. I love all these products. I'm all about, working with amazing products and great products that are really good for you and help people make money at the same time. So that's amazing. Well, thank you. Cindy, go for it. You're muted, so I'm going to unmute you, hun. Or can you unmute yourself? Let's see here.
I got it.
There you go.
I got it. Thank you. I'm 2 minutes from home here and I'll be off the cell phone. But hey, everyone, I have been in the direct selling network marketing industry for 27 years. For the first 20 doing home parties in people's homes. I had 4 little kids in 7 years, and it was just a great thing for me to do to be able to add some extra income to our family. And about 7 years ago, I found a company that was definitely more in my alignment all around health and nutrition. It's a company called Isogenics. And so I help people just get healthier, people that are wanting to lose weight, gain energy, people that like to work out, athletes, and healthy aging is another great category for us as well.
I love it. Awesome. Another great product. I love using all these products. It's unbelievable. I actually use them all. And Amy Lee, we need to talk because you're the only one I haven't tried yet. We got to talk. And we just go. Laura Shortridge just arrived. Hello, Laura.
Hey there, Serena. I'm not sure if you can hear me.
I can. Thank you so much. I know you're at an appointment, so you probably can't put your video on, so that's okay. Thank you for joining us. Why don't you tell everybody who you are and what network marketing company you're with?
Well, I'm Laura Shortridge. I'm actually have several network marketing that I'm with, but my main one is Amway, and it's just been around for almost as long as I have on the world. And it's been a real blessing in my life as well. I don't know what you've already talked about, but I wanted to mention here as I was thinking of all this, I don't know how long I can stay on here. So I just wanted to share one thing. And I was trying to think of what is the biggest mistake that I think people make with their MLMs. And I think that it's people give up and think that it's a short-term get rich quick thing. And it's not. There's so many wonderful companies out there now that have absolutely marvelous products and marvelous bonus plans and whatever their setup is. But people think, oh, I can do this and I can just make money real quick. It isn't. But if you lay the foundation for it, there's a potential there. It's limitless if you do it right. So just to be patient and put your work into it and don't expect a quick return. And I just want to make sure that got said.
Thank you. I appreciate that, Laura. And you've been doing it for a long time. And Amway is probably one of the veteran companies, I would say, as a network marketing. And they're still around, which is amazing. But you have had some major accomplishments with network marketing. You've actually been able to fund, investing in real estate
Yes.
by being a part of network marketing, which is phenomenal. And who doesn't want to be able to invest? So that's awesome. Thank you so much that you're here to share that with us. Did it take you long to start investing in network marketing? Investing in real estate?
It took me about 6 years. And I know some people it takes less and some more. I found that, it's not a race. You're your own competition, with it. And so set your goals. I think the main thing, the very first thing that changed for me with my MLM with Amway was the mindset difference. I love their education system. I'm sure others have that as well, where you change your mindset to one of abundance. And when I changed me, that's when my life started to change. And so it took about 6 years before I had saved up enough to start real estate investing. And so I used that as seed money. And I am one which also I learned through Amway, was have multiple streams of income. Don't depend on one thing. You can, but I personally like to diversify. And so I am also a kidnapper, which means I like other companies, and I have, I sell other things mostly as a wholesale customer, because they have wonderful kits when you join. So it's okay to be a kidnapper for some things too.
I love that. I've done that too.
Yeah.
That's hilarious. I've never heard it said that way. So that's really funny. I love it.
Thank you.
So let's kind of go through, I'm going to ask some questions, and we'll start top left and just kind of move our way through each person here. So Amy Lee, let's start with you. What was your why to get started in network marketing? Why network marketing and not, start a different type of business?
Yeah, that's a great question, Serena. For me, I'm probably the outlier, but I genuinely wanted to be a leader. It was really important to me that I be able to empower other women, and honestly other men too, but it ended up being women, to really kind of chase their goals. I started out as an Army wife. My husband was stationed in Alaska, and I was miserable with 2 small children and pregnant, far away from my family and everything that I ever knew in negative 60-degree weather. And so I really just wanted to create something for people that, to be someone who could inspire people through my actions and through the way that I communicated. And so that's kind of where it came from in my original business. And then this company that I'm now with, that is recently created from another company, is much more in alignment with that than the company that I started with, where I thought that was what it was going to be. I found that this company has much more of that kind of organically involved. And so I feel I feel like this company allows me to really kind of spread my leadership wings in a way that the other one didn't. And so I think that I've kind of found that level of satisfaction here.
Absolutely. Is there a specific something you look for when it comes to, joining a network marketing or MLM company? Is there something specific quality that you look for?
Oh, absolutely. And I think a lot of these gals will agree with me. But what you're looking for is a company that's going to empower you and put the talent and the ability on your shoulders, rather than telling you that you have been, that you should be grateful for being part of the company that has all these things. So you want to look for a company that's going to say, you're a star, let us help you kind of make that star shine brighter and impact people's lives, as opposed to a company that says, hey, we have all these great things, and if you're lucky, we'll let you be part of us. Kind of more of an empowerment situation than a doling out power. That's what I'm
Right.
looking for.
I love it. Absolutely. Amy Murphy, go ahead. Tell us what your, what your reason why was, and also, what you found. What is the one thing that you really look for that you think people should look for when it comes to joining a network marketing company?
Yeah, so basically, I started network marketing 21 years ago. I was 19 years old in my first company, and I was in about 10 different companies over the course of those 17 years. And I failed at them all. I never made anything happen out of all of them. And it wasn't until I joined Monat 4 years ago that things changed for me. You guys might be wondering why I'm in my bathrobe. It's because when I started Monat 4 years ago, I was unexpectedly pregnant with our third child. And we had just had this conversation with my husband that I wasn't going to do any more MLMs because, no one makes money. Well, I didn't make money. I wasn't showing the fruits of the labor and all the things we would, typical people like, you don't make money, only the people at the top, blah, blah, blah. So I decided not to do them anymore. And then we had this, we put it aside, and I was in a need for a product. And because of postpartum hair loss and all that stuff, I was losing hair and I needed something. So at the time when I found Monat, it was due to a product that I needed. And so I gave it a try. And then I became, in 2.5 years, I earned $1 million in my bathrobe, literally, because I was building my business in my bathrobe, just showing up online 24/7. So that's what the bathrobe was for. A lot of people are like, why are you in your bathrobe? I was like, because I wear it all the time. And that's literally how I built my business. But when I started 19 or 21 years ago, sorry, I have to move. My kids are coming home, so I'm moving locations because it's going to get loud really quick.
No worries.
So when I joined when I was 19, the first company I was in, it was literally because I wanted to, my husband's always been the breadwinner, and I wanted something to do on the side that I thought I could help contribute. And when that didn't work for me, I tried again and I tried again, and it just was something that I always believed in the industry and I knew it could work, but I just never really learned how to make it work, and I didn't know what to do. And when I came into this last and final one, it was for a product again, and to get the discount. It really wasn't, I kind of wrote network marketing off as a profession. I didn't think it would work. I really didn't. I thought I'd get the discount, and then things just happened differently. I made a decision. I made that final decision. I tried this 10 times over. I'm done trying. I know I can do this. I'm going to figure it out. And I really feel that if you're with a company that, like Amy said, kind of empowers you to be that leader, that supports you in being the leader, not you're lucky to be with us, but like they're almost lucky we're with them. They put you in the spotlight. They give you the tools. They put you in the spotlight. They shine you all along the way. And I really feel that the support that I had with, this company really helped do that, because, I just didn't feel that support before. And even my uplines before, I didn't really feel what I felt this time around. And I felt that really helped me this time. So hopefully it helps.
Awesome. That's great. And I love the fact that you brand yourself, because now that's part of your brand, right? Being in your bathrobe, that is all over your brand. And that is a genius way to market yourself. So we'll get back into that a little bit in a minute. That's awesome. Jana, thank you. Share with us your reason why, and, what made you pick doTERRA? Like why, what should people look out for?
Well, I picked doTERRA. It actually picked me. I got into doTERRA because I had an illness that I needed to find a solution for. And doTERRA was my solution for that. So the reason I got involved in building doTERRA is that story gave me a lot of passion. And so I have a lot of passion behind my product. And it's also third-party tested, which is incredible for me. Anything that's third-party tested makes me feel good. By the way, I love everyone's products on here, and I also use them. So yay. But the reason I like doing MLMs is because it's a flat playing field, right? You can come in with an education, you could be a doctor, a lawyer, or you can be not even graduated high school. And you still have the same opportunity to get the same sort of income that everybody else is available to everybody else. And where else can you do that? And the other thing is, my initial investment in doTERRA was $100. And if I do $100 a month, I can make all this money. Where else can you buy a company or go into a company where your initial investment is $100 and your potential for growth is unbelievable? So I got into doTERRA because of my story, and because I got so passionate about I was supposed to have died 10 years ago, and yet here I am almost 10 years later and still loving the product, using the product, and having the best quality of life. So that is why I got into doTERRA and why I use it.
I love it. Oh my God, that's amazing. And especially because the product helped you. And I think it's really important to make sure you have a product that you're actually using. Don't get into a business that you're not using the product or the product doesn't help you. So and it's amazing that, it saved your life. And that is just incredible that, a network marketing or MLM company, was the fact, the reason why you chose healthier options in life, and of course it saved you. So that's just amazing. Just goes to show you that MLM is not scams. It's great product, and great opportunity too. Cindy, you're next. You're up next. So tell us your reason why, and what made you chose, I know you've chosen other ones, but made you go with Isagenix, and of course what do you think we should be looking for?
Sure. So like I said before, my first 20 years were with two different home party plan companies, so 10 years each. And what was so different about that compared to what I do now is I wasn't changing anyone's life. And so I think no matter what company you partner with, it has to be with a product you're passionate about that has life-changing results from it. I totally agree with Jana on the third-party validation, things that are backed by science, that there's actual proof that these products work. That's so important. That your product has a guarantee on it is so important. The integrity of the company and the owners, and what they do for their associates. How great is the compensation plan? And are they always adding more and more to the compensation plan? And so direct sales and doing home parties in people's homes is very different from what I do now. Now I can work from my phone. I had a meeting today. I traveled a half hour I could virtually, do my business on the phone from the car, wherever I am, wherever I travel from. And I'm so passionate about it because I have the ability to change people's lives, to help transform their lives. So there are so many great companies out there, and I too use many other products because most companies don't carry everything that we care about. So my company doesn't provide hair products. I wanted clean hair products, so I use Monat. I've been using that for a couple of years. So same thing with all the other programs and products that are out there. It's finding what you are most passionate about that can change people's lives, and then never ever giving up.
I love it. I love it. That's so amazing. One of the things that I believe in, and that's any kind of entrepreneurial job, or I don't call it a job, like business, that you start. It's absolutely so important to make sure that you never give up, and nothing is like all rosy and dandy, and you're not going to like just start it, I'm going to start making all this money. Like, I'm sure you've all been through some kind of trial and tribulation throughout the whole process, and had to find that perfect perfect process that worked for you. So maybe let's get into that. Laura, sorry, did I keep, because I don't see your video, I almost missed you there. You still there, hon?
I am here.
Oh, awesome. So tell us your reason why for getting started, and also not only getting started, but what do you feel people should look for in a network marketing or MLM company?
Well, I got started. I also was a stay-at-home mom at the time when I started. I had 5 kids. I have 6 now. But I apologize. I can't remember who it was that said it. I think it was I don't remember anyway, whoever set it up there. I wanted to contribute. My husband was the breadwinner, and I wanted to contribute to that. And I also, well, I just wanted to contribute. I needed something for me too, and I actually started off with the products as well. One of my sons we have 3 sons, 3 daughters. One of our youngest son was just allergic to everything skin wise, different shampoos, different detergent. He just broke out in a rash all the time. And someone recommended Amway. And so out of desperation, I found somebody and tried it, and he cleared up. And so I started using Amway products, and that was years and years and years ago. And I just became back then they were called distributors, just to get the products wholesale. But then we moved, and he had outgrown that, so I kind of forgot about it. But then about 10 years ago, one of our daughters, who was 18 at the time, had just joined with Amway. And it was so funny because she didn't want to tell me what she was doing, but I could tell she was blossoming. And so I said, what is it you're doing? And so she says, well, I'll have my upline come and tell you, because she was chicken. And they came over and told me about it. And I said, well, sure. It was like, I think $60 to join at the time. And already knew I loved the products, and I had no clue how much it had expanded by those, years between. And so it was like something I could do. I could help my daughter, I could contribute, and it was a natural fit because I loved the whole variety of products, the cleaning products, the artistry, it was just wonderful. So I hope that gave a sense of what. The other thing I want to add, this is a little bit different for me. Amway's not my dream, but it helped me achieve that, helped me go towards my dreams. It gave me an avenue to do that. And plus seeing how it helps other people. It's been so marvelous to see other people blossom in it. It's magnificent. But I have to say, it led to, I'm a recent author, and as Serena knows, the title of my book is Unipreneur: How to Live Your Passion in a House Full of Dream Killers. Well, my husband rolled on the floor with laughter when I told him I had joined Amway, I mean, almost literally. And, but I did it anyway. And I showed him that it can be done and that it's anyway, that helped build me, empower me. And I learned how to juggle pursuing my passion with, I wanted to stay with him. Some of my kids were dream killers too, in different ways, but through that process, and I figured out how to get that done, it's resulted in a book, which that is my passion. Writing is my passion. And so now I have the monetary freedom and the time freedom where I can pursue what I truly want to do. And so it was a venue for me to reach my potential. And I'll quit talking.
No, I love it. And it's okay. We love you. That's okay. We love it. But that's true. There's a lot of dream killers out there. So let's kind of get into that. Did any of you guys have, we know Laura did. So did any of you guys have a dream killer that kind of got in the way, or that didn't believe that you could do well with being in network marketing? Amy Lee, you want to start?
I think I was actually the dream killer.
That's a good. We can be our own dream killers too.
Well, yeah, and it's funny that she said that because so I've actually parlayed my experience into becoming a business coach and a life coach specifically for empaths. And so what I find is that in my experience, I was afraid to dream, but more importantly, I wasn't so much afraid to dream as much as it was I think of dreaming as a form of self-care. And I feel like women today, I mean, all of you guys who have products, women have a really hard time with self-care because we have this idea that taking care of ourselves is taking away from the people that we're supposed to be taking care of, which, as you guys all know, is the exact opposite of what it is, right? It's actually the more we take care of ourselves, the better equipped we are to take care of the people in our lives. But I digress. So what I learned is that there's such I'll fill this out later mindset for women. I'll figure it out later. I'll do it later. The kids need this. My husband needs this. I need to go do this. My downline needs this. And so I find that I was the person who didn't want to dream big. When we finally reached the amount of money that we had to make a month in order to get my husband out of the military, which was the goal, right? I said to him, I don't want you deploying anymore. He deployed 11 times. I didn't want him doing that anymore. I wanted him home with me. And I said, what do I need to do? And he said, well, you need to figure out how to make this amount of money a month. And so we did. And once we did, he said, wouldn't it be amazing if we made 20,000 a month? And I looked at him and I said, why would you do that? Why would you put that number out there? That is so exorbitant. We'll never hit that. He said, but Aim, what if we did? What if we did? What would we do? And when he said that, that allowed me to start really dreaming. And what would we do? Where would we go? What kind of vacations would we take? What kind of life would we have? And it was then that I really fell in love with the dreaming process. And I realized that it was my job. It was my duty to take that back to the people that I worked with, my downlines or any of, my clients, and be like, look, you have to sit down and do the dirty work of what you want. Because if you don't know what you want, how in the heck are you going to shoot? How are you going to hit a target you're not shooting for? If you don't know what you want, how are you going to go after it? And at that moment, it was so mind-blowing. So long-winded, I know, but honestly, I was the person who needed someone to shake me and say, girlfriend, this is what's out there. And you've just got to figure out which of those components you want and bring them into your existence. And I've been doing that ever since.
I love it. That must have been like your rocket fuel, right? It was like the fuel to the rocket that started to make everything happen. And, it's mindset. It's all about mindset. Absolutely. Oh my gosh, I could talk for hours about mindset. Amy Murphy, go ahead.
Hi. So my dream crusher was my husband, because we had that conversation, as I said earlier, that we weren't going to do any more MLMs. I was going to stay home with the kids. He was going to go work more. And that was our life. I was going to stop doing everything else, be the mom. He makes the money, end of story. And so when I brought this to him, I actually signed up and didn't tell him for a month, because my mentality was, I thought, I'll sign up to get the discount. If I happen to sell a couple bottles of shampoo to my friends, like I could make my shampoo be free. Like that was my mentality when I first signed the dotted line, was just get it for free so he can't get mad. There's nothing he could say. And so when I told him, because I knew he'd be seeing the Visa card. So when I told him, watch out for the Visa, because I kind of bought a kit, but I said, it's just for discount and I could make it free if I sell a couple bottles of shampoo. And he said to me, good luck with that. And I was like, what do you mean? He goes, you sold everything under the sun. You were in every single company. Nobody's going to believe you. And I looked at him, I said, but I believe in me. Like, I know I could sell a cup. I know I could make it free at least. Like if I didn't make a whole lot of money, at least I could make it free. Like you can't get mad at that. He goes, you know what? Don't even talk to me about it. Like no one's going to believe you. Don't even talk to me about that shampoo. And so it was kind of that moment that switched my mind to actually start working the business, because I wasn't really going to. Because my track record wasn't really that great. So I didn't really expect anything to happen. So I thought, I'm going to actually try. I looked him in the eyes and I said, I'm going to make it in this company. And if I don't, I'll never do another one again. I promise you. And he was like, whatever, just don't talk to me. He did not believe me. And it was that defining moment that I switched my mind to decide to actually build it. And whatever it took, whatever it looked like, that is what my journey ended up being. So I actually thank him to this day, because he always believed in me and everything I tried. He would always support me, and he would always be like, oh yeah, Amy's just doing this, she's doing that. He never battled me on anything. And we've been together since 1995. So we've been together for 24 years. And so he's never, ever not believed in anything I did. So this one time, all of a sudden, out of nowhere, he's like, nope, good luck. And I was like, this is different. Game on. So I was like on a mission, one, to prove him wrong, but also to prove to myself I could do something, because I was sick of being that failure and never really amounting to anything. Everything I tried, I would always quit, or I wouldn't truly succeed at something. And he stirred that up in me, and I was kind of sick of it. So I was like, I'm doing this. And so needless to say, I've retired him now and the tables have turned. So
Like in your face, right?
right?
That's awesome. I love it. I love it. You're right. Exactly. Oh my gosh. I bet you, yeah, like, I don't know about any of you guys, but I've heard this many, like, not many times, but I've heard it before from a few different people. It's like, oh, find a real job. I'm like, what do
Mhm.
you mean? I'm making more money working for myself than I did working for a corporate company or another company. So it's crazy, right? It's crazy the mentality people have. But you know what? That's okay. That just makes us go for it. Jana, talk to us. Tell us about your dream killer. Did you have a dream killer?
Well, first of all, Amy, I love that your dream crusher became what empowered you and you turned that back around. So congratulations. My dream crusher was more our social circle. So Steve's a veterinarian and we hang around a lot of doctors and people in the movie industry. And whenever they would run into me, they would say, are you still doing that oil thing? Are you still selling those oils? And I would be like under my breath, I still use them. You know, I just didn't own it. But then I realized that that really wasn't on them. That was on me. And why was I feeling like I was less than? Because they were awesome. So now I'm loud and proud. Yes, I am. Did you need some? And you know what? Here's the thing. They call me in secret behind Steve's back with ailments or issues. And they'll be like, I have the worst sinus infection. Is there anything you have for me? And they'll sneak by and pick it up when he's at work. So I think it's so funny how they turn, but I just started hearing things differently because you can have tons of dream crushers or you can have tons of reasons why. Amy turned her dream crusher into a reason why. So that's what I do now. When I hear something, it's more of a why than a dream crusher for me.
I love it. Awesome. That is so great. Cindy, who is your dream crusher? Did you have a dream crusher?
I didn't have a dream crusher per se, but when I left my last business, I was one of the top 26 leaders. And when I left, I was not allowed to talk to anyone in my business. I had to start all over again. And I loved that business and I loved the company. And I had made such great friends there. And so I was very full of integrity on leaving and starting over. And I used to joke about it. If I would have taken a job at Walmart, everybody would have still loved me and it would have been great. But that I was leaving, and it wasn't even a competing company. This is the sad part for me. I went from a home party plan company that sold gourmet food to a health and wellness company, and I lost friends over it. I had people that actually unfriended me on Facebook, and I know, you guys don't know who I am, but I mean, aside of my faith and my family, my friends are my next highest priority above my business. Like, friends are everything to me. I'm an only child and friends are everything to me. So that was kind of heartbreaking and hard for me. So I had to deal with that. And really that was a mindset thing too, just realizing that there were people that did not want to see me succeed. And so like Amy, I kind of used that to fuel me. And I was like, you can unfriend me, unfollow me, or you can come with me and join me. And I really, instead of worrying about the couple people that I lost making this change in my life, I focused on all the people I could help. And it's been mind blowing. We're almost to 42,000 clients now in multiple countries. This has been my full-time income for 7 years. It's my husband's, it's our family's full-time income. My son and his girlfriend, it's their full-time income. I mean, it's changed our whole entire world and so many other people. So definitely there's going to be bumps in the roads, no matter what company you choose, no matter how passionate you are about it. If you find the most perfect fit and perfect alignment for yourself, you're going to have bumps in the road and there will be dream killers, but your why has to be stronger than all of that. And my why has always been my family. I wanted my kids to be able to attend whatever college they wanted to go to and not have to pay student loan debt off till they were 30. I wanted to be able to retire my husband. I wanted to be able to travel the world. So my why has always been way stronger than any negativity or anything that's been kind of a curveball that's been thrown our way.
I love that. Amazing. And everyone that's listening, 42,000 is not just Isagenix client base. That is Cindy and her family. That's their client base. That's how many clients. And gosh, I don't even know. Do you know how many team members you have? There's probably so many thousands. You don't even know exactly how many team members you have.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's clients, that's customers, that's my
Team and
business
everything.
builders, that's
Amazing.
everything. Yeah.
Amazing,
Yeah.
amazing, absolutely amazing. See how this is so, it's so powerful. So there must have been something that worked really well for you guys to, really take you to like maybe let's say to a couple thousand, let alone tens of thousands, but a couple thousand a month? Or is there something specific that works best for you to get clients, that actually converts into clients? Amy Lee, want to start?
Absolutely. Yeah. So guys, this is $1 million information right here. So a lot of times, and you guys are going to be like, well, yeah, duh, we knew that. But a lot of times with MLM, we use the products, we find out the products, we're so excited. We want to share the products with our people. And so what do? We put them all over our Facebook. We're constantly spamming everybody. We're messaging people, hey, did you know that I have blah, blah, blah. And so we turn people off. But here's the reason why that turns people off. We are trying to get people to connect with a product. But what we're missing is that people connect to a feeling. So what we have to do is we have to recreate that feeling for the customer or for the potential downline. We want them to know how selling these products or using these products is going to make them feel. And so if you can convey that, and I'm kind of boiling it down, I don't want to take up a lot of time, but if you think about the things you want in life, when you really boil down why you want those things, at the end of that is a feeling, isn't it? It's a feeling of contentment, of happiness, of not worrying about money. And when you boil down those feelings, that's what people are after. So the way I built my business, which I now know is called organic marketing or something, attraction marketing, was I just let people know how what I was doing was impacting my life by telling them how I felt. And because they looked at me and they said, wow, I want to feel the way she feels. And that is what brought them to me. Of my last company, I had 60 directs and I only ever presented the opportunity to 2 of them. And the other 58 of them found me. And then I, built a team of over 10,000. And I don't say that to pat myself on the back. I say that to tell you that it works, that you don't have to hang your hat on the product. Yes, the product is great. But at the end of the day, the transformation comes in how that person is going to feel by virtue of interacting with the product or the products or the company.
I love it. Awesome. Amy, go for it. Amy Murphy.
Yeah, that's it. That is literally pretty much what I would say as well, is that people connect to that feeling and, giving value to the product, giving value to the opportunity, showing people how it can make them feel, pretty much how it can make them feel. So it goes on the same thing as Amy was saying. And another thing is, I personally feel that being yourself is the best way to be on social media, because there's so many people out there that try to present themselves as what they think they want others to see. So they try to put images of themselves in a certain light because they think that's what's going to attract people. But I feel like people attract people. Like your vibe attracts your tribe. So if you're putting a real vibe out there, a real authentic vibe, you're showing up for your audience, truly loving these products and sharing how they give value in the marketplace, and truly sharing your opportunity and how it helps you and others in the marketplace. And you're doing this from a real place, you're going to attract real customers and real team members.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Jana, go for it.
I think that we probably all built our businesses the same way, because I'm all about human connection. So my advice would be stop selling and pitching and really be authentic, connect with somebody. They're a human being and they have, like in my case, I was sick and scared and desperate. And so when somebody made that human connection with me, it was so much easier to build trust and rapport and give them an opportunity to share that product. The biggest mistake I made was the product saved my life. So I was so excited. I posted it everywhere. I talked about it everywhere. And that was not good, because at the end of the day, they did a great job branding themselves, right? But the reason hundreds and thousands of people started getting in the business on my team was because of me. And once I realized that my story of me connecting with people as human beings was growing the business, I was able to step in front of my product and really get to know people. And that product became more of a tool than my whole world. So I would say just step out and be yourself, be authentic, and really connect with that person, hear what's going on in their life before you introduce them to a product.
Absolutely. Oh my gosh, I'm loving everything that's being said here. This is so true. I myself have not been, I'm not one of those I'm not an avid network marketer. I never have been. However, I've helped people with it, that are network marketing, and just being in the online space myself, and all the training I've been through in different areas of online, of business. It's so important that you're building, you're being of value, and you're building your brand, and you are being authentic, but you're being the expert. It's not necessarily about the product. It's about you and the solutions that you have to provide. And then of course the product are as a bonus. So that's the way I've always seen it. Cindy, talk to us with, your huge client base also. What do you find, is best when it comes to getting yourself out there? But, building that brand is just absolutely, an important factor of building your business. How do you feel about that? Do you feel that building your brand is what worked for you?
Yeah, and boy, I made so many mistakes along the way. And we're all, everyone that's speaking and sharing today, we're all like-minded, and we all did the same things. To be successful in this industry, that's what you have to do. You have to be authentic. You have to be genuine. I really teach and preach servant leadership. Really caring about other people more than you care about yourself. My favorite quote is the Zig Ziglar: if you help enough other people get what they want, you'll get what you want. So I believe wholeheartedly in all of that. And I just learned over time, when Janice said she put it out everywhere when the product saved her life, that's what we do. We get so excited. We put it all out there for the whole world because we're so passionate, we're so excited. And then we learn how maybe we need to scale back a little bit and really make it about other people. And so at this point now, I've branded myself. My company name is Synergy. I've branded myself of all the things that are important to me and how I can help my clients. So it's not just nutrition based. I can help them with their mindset. I put my pillars of my business are my faith, my family, my friends, my business, my health, my fitness. It's all that's all synergistically working together. And branding myself has just helped people be attracted to me. Like Amy Lee was saying, I have certainly gone out and networked with people and reached people, but I have a lot of people coming to me as well because of the way I've branded myself. And that's a beautiful thing when you don't have to, go after people and they come to you and they're attracted to you because of your energy, because of your authenticity and how genuine you are and how you really, really want to help them. It's really a game changer.
Oh, absolutely. I love this. I love this. Laura, you're a little different because you don't like really showcase the company you're with on social media and stuff like that. So tell us, what you feel works best. Well, what works best for you, first of all, on marketing yourself and getting clients.
Well, first of all, I want to say ditto to everything everybody else said. My motto that I give my downline is serve, don't sell. And I wanted to go back because literally you guys said everything that I had made notes on to say. I think it was Jana that was talking about how everything's an even playing field with the people who are downline, or anybody who is with the company. I think it's real important to meet people where they are. And as we look at what their needs are and how to serve them, look at what we can do to help solve their problem or get solutions to to get results, to get their questions answered, just however we can serve them. And I think as we do that, we have the other person's the other person's welfare at heart. It naturally builds trust. And if we're authentic, I believe all of us on here are. We want to help our clients. We want to help people. And so as I think that comes across, people know that. They can recognize that we're sincere in wanting to help them in whatever way we can, whether it's a product or whether it's the business itself or just friendship, whatever it is. So it's just give. Serve, don't sell.
Exactly. Oh, I love it. Love it. Is there, okay, for somebody that's just getting started, and we'll start with Amy Lee. For someone that's just getting started and they're desperately trying to get clients and they don't know what to do, and they're struggling because they're not getting attention because, their cousins and their moms and their dads and their sisters and brothers are just not being supportive. what's your word of advice? I guess what's a few words of advice that you can give for someone that's just getting started to really get that first client?
Yeah, so you definitely want to start thinking about what your messaging is. You know, what is the transformation that's going to take place? And then once you figure out what the transformation potentially is, you want to start building what we call our ideal client avatar. So essentially, every person that sells something has a perfect person that they wish that their whole business could just be this one person, right? You'll find that one person. She always buys everything she pays on time. She's very open to new things. Like if you think about it in your business, there is your ideal person. Give this person a name and then just start thinking about how can you create messaging that is going to resonate with that person. And the more that you talk specifically to that person, the more that person's going to come to you. And it could be on your social media. It could be when you're out in public, just making sure that you have a core message that is in alignment with the products that you sell. So, in my case, where I work with fashion and products like that, I would want to let a woman know, because she's my ideal client. Her name's Penny, by the way, that she gets to invest in herself, and her appearance is part of making her a better mom, a better wife, because she's going to feel better about herself and she's going to carry herself better. And so that's the kind of messaging that I have. And I want to let her know that I understand that she has small children, that she sometimes gets out of bed and just wants to have a cup of coffee and crawl back in the covers. So the more that I can relate to that ideal client, the more I can bring her into my community, the more I can bring her into alignment with the brand. And then she'll tell her friends about it, and her friends will tell her friends. And of course, there's all kinds of different avenues for IPAs or for income producing activities that you can undertake, like vendor events and things like that. But this is definitely something that you're going to want to sit down and say, okay, what do I sell? Who am I selling it to? And then how do I create the core messaging around that? And then either in your online community or something to that effect, you want to make sure that that your core messaging is always in alignment, that it always speaks to that one person.
Exactly. Connecting with people emotionally is so important with any type of business. Absolutely. You want them to understand that you're there to help them. And when they feel that, then they want to work with you. So that's amazing. We've got about 10 minutes. So let's go through the rest of the ladies, and then we'll make sure to share everybody's information. So Amy Murphy, go for it. What words of advice do you have?
My biggest word of advice for people new coming into the business is productivity over perfection. Just don't worry about being perfect before you start your business. Don't worry about knowing everything about all the products that you have and everything you need to do. Just do little things every day to get your business moving, and don't worry about being perfect. And just use your products, love them, share from experience, and just sort of go from there. And I think it will start growing.
Heart-centered. Everything from the heart. Absolutely. Jana, go for it. Your words of advice.
Just do it. No more excuses, right? Don't be afraid. And honestly, what you put out there is what you're going to attract. So I wake up every morning, I say positive things, I do my meditation, I set my mindset for what I want, and I move forward. And if you're thinking it's very hard for you, or the market's been saturated, you're wrong. There are so many people out there who've not heard about the products, or maybe even got to know you. At the end of the day, the worst case scenario is they say no, and you've created maybe another great connection or a friend. So remember, we're making human connections. So if I'm walking away at the end of the day with a friend and not someone who wants to use the essential oils, I'm okay with that.
I love it. I love it. It's so important. It takes 8 to 12 touch points to be in front of, your potential clients for them to actually buy. So just because they say no the first time doesn't necessarily mean they're going to say no every time. So absolutely never give up. And that's why being in front of people in so many different ways, what I call omnipresence, which is another training for another day, but it's so important. It's like being everywhere so that they continuously see you and being of value. I love it. Thank you. And mindset. Oh my gosh. Mindset is absolutely the most important part of your business. 100% over. Cindy, you're a mindset expert also. So tell us what your tips are.
Yeah, mindset is everything. And I do, again, all the same things that all these other amazing women do. A couple of resources I'll give you. If you're new, GoPro Eric Worre. He is a trainer to all network marketers. He has a huge conference I go to every year. And he teaches you to learn the skills that are absolutely necessary for you to be successful in this business. Because if you treat this like a business, it will pay you like a business. If you treat it like a hobby, it will pay you like a hobby. So you must learn those skills in order to be successful. All comes from the heart. Mindset is absolutely everything, but really learning the skills. The other resource I'll share is John Maxwell, who has been a mentor to me for many, many years from afar. I was actually part of his new book that he just designed for network marketing, The Power of Five. We're getting ready to do a book club with this, and I've actually opened it up to all network marketers. So if you want to follow me on Facebook, I would love to have you in. We're going to do this together. But he has, Eric talks about 7 skills. John talks about the power of five things that he believes and he has seen mentoring all these network marketers, all these successful people at the top of their game. 5 things. And resources like that are cheap, next to nothing, but can absolutely change everything for you in your business. So if you do have some hurdles to overcome, some obstacles, some naysayers, all you need to do is surround yourself with great people. And if they're not right in your home or in your neighborhood, in your backyard, you can find them online. You can listen to audibles. You can do what Jana said and do those positive affirmations no matter what every single day. And you can still make this happen. It's great to have support. And it's awesome if you have a fabulous upline that can support you and help you. But I have seen people do this and be extremely successful with no support at all, because their mindset is so strong and they want this so desperately that they're willing to learn the skills necessary and grow themselves to the level that they need to get to in order to achieve success.
Absolutely. Oh my gosh, love it all. Reading is like you could become a genius, and like all you got to do is read. If anything you want to do with business, network marketing, all you have to do is read, and I assure you, you will thrive in so many ways that you could never imagine. So, guys, we have 20 seconds each. Tell us what your once again what the business is, your website, how people can find you. Go for it, Amy Lee.
Sorry, I already used 5 of my seconds just to unmute myself.
It's okay.
My community is called Unstoppable. You can go to gratitudeandglamour.com/unstoppable. And it's a mindset community for, like I said, empaths and highly sensitive people. And from there, you can get information on my direct sales company.
I love it. Thank you. Thank you. Amy Murphy, go for it.
So I'm with Monat, and if you want to find me, you could locate me. I'm on Instagram at bathrobeceo, or you can go to my website, milliondollarbathrobe.com.
I love it. Go for it, Jana.
I'm Jana Short. You can find me at janashort.com. And, or you can find me at mydoterra/janashort.com.
Oops, I was muted. Go ahead, Cindy.
Okay, I was going to say, I think I'm next. I can be found at cindywalter.com, and Cindy is spelled differently, CYNDI. And from there, you can connect with me on all of my other platforms. I'm on all of them. So I'd love to see y'all there.
Thank you, ladies. Thank you so much for being here today, sharing your tips and your journey. And please do, we'll do this. We'll have to do this again very soon. If anybody has questions, please do post them in the comment section below, and the ladies will definitely, please respond to their questions. And if you could please put your information, like your website and link, in the comment section also, that would be great. We'll be posting this, and you'll be able to watch it in the units and all other, in the other groups also. But thanks again for listening, for watching and listening. And ladies, thank you for being an expert and joining us today.
Thanks, Serena.
Thank you.
Thank you, Serena.
Thank you, everyone. And if anybody wants to be a part of our expert panels, we'll be doing them weekly. Next week is joint venture marketing. And so definitely, if you are interested in being part of our Diamond Elite membership, check out amazingwomenmedia.com/diamond-elite and learn about how you can be a part of our expert panel also, and our referral network. Thank you, everyone. Have a great day.
Bye-bye.